Good afternoon, everyone. Raise your hand if you have ever owned a pet. Now, keep your hand up if that pet was adopted from a shelter. Today, I want to tell you about my dog, Polo Andres. Before becoming part of my family, Polo was adopted and returned 3 different times. When we first met him, he was scared of people, loud noises, and even things like brooms and vacuum cleaners. Today, he is one of the most loved members of my family. He loves cuddles, follows my grandma everywhere, and sleeps with us every single night. Today, I will talk about pet adoption, how the adoption process works, and the benefit it provides for both animals and families. First, let's talk about what pet adoption is. Pet adoption is when someone gets a pet from a shelter or rescue instead of buying one. Shelters care for animals that has been abandoned, lost, or given up by their owners. According to the ASPCA, millions of animals enter shelters every year in the United States. Shelters provide food, medical care, and a safe place for animals while they wait for a permanent home. These organizations help animals get a second chance at finding a loving home. Now that we know what pet adoption is, let's talk about how the adoption process works. Most people start by looking online or visiting local shelters. Once they find a pet they like, they usually fill out an application or sometimes a complete short interview. Many shelters also charge an adoption fee. This fee often includes vaccines, microchipping, and basic medical care. According to the Humane World for Animals, adoption helps animals find safe and permanent homes while helping shelters continue their work. Even though the process may take a little time, it helps make sure pets are being placed in good homes. Now that we've talked about the adoption process, let's look at some of the benefits of pet adoption. One benefit is that adoption gives animals a second chance at life. Many shelter animals have been abandoned or treated poorly before arriving at a shelter. Another benefit is cost. Adopting a pet is often less expensive than buying one from a breeder because many medical services are already included. Pets also provide companionship and emotional support. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, pets can help reduce stress and improve overall well-being. My family saw these benefits with Polo. When he barely first came to us, he barely showed affection and seemed scared of everything. Over time, with patience and love, he slowly learned to trust us and he started playing with us, cuddling with us, and showing his personality. When his owner returned after being stuck in Colombia during the COVID-19 pandemic, we had already fallen in love with him. She saw how happy he was with us and allowed us to officially adopt him. Today, Polo is confident, affectionate, and no longer scared of the world around him. His story shows how much a shelter animal can change when giving love and a stable home. In summary, pet adoption helps homeless animals find homes. The adoption process helps match pets with the right families, and adoption benefits both animals and their owners. Polo went from being a scared dog who had been returned 3 times to becoming one of the most loved members of my family. His story reminds us that sometimes all an animal needs second chance or a fourth and a loving home. Thank you so much for watching.